All right. What's up, Chris? Tyler. Junior Gelb, how are you? Hey, Alina, what's up? Welcome, everybody. I know I was a little bit cryptic today on the cocktail we were making, so I know a couple people like to follow along and perhaps make the cocktail with me. My apologies. I'll try to do better. I left my house really early today, so I think I got out the door just before 6 a.m. and I didn't get home until around 6:15. So, Brian, what's up, man? Bourbon Rebel, hey. Kate, what's up? All right. Rivera 415, what's up, man? David Hodge, what's going on? Tonight's cocktail that we're going to be making is the Jungle Bird. The Jungle Bird is, I wouldn't call it a classic tiki, but it's definitely a great tiki drink, and it's one of the simpler tiki drinks to make. Yo, what up, Andy Graham? Bourbon Brother, what's up, man? Thanks for joining. Look at Nick Kiss. What's up, man? All right. I'm going to give it just a couple more minutes, and then we'll get started making the Jungle Bird. Once again, simple tiki to make. Not a ton of ingredients in this one. And I promise not to ramble for days about different ingredients and things like that. And I do have a little bit of a twist on this one. Yeah, Tyler, Tuesdays is the day that I always shoot for. Usually they work out. It's usually Tuesdays or Wednesdays that I do it, but I'll try to be more consistent on the Tuesdays. You want me to ramble? I got nothing to ramble about, man. We'll see, though, when I get started, what happens. All right. It's time. I'm going to mount you guys up, and then we're going to build a Jungle Bird. Get ready. All right, as always, you guys are now on the mount. So, I can't see the screen, so I can't answer any questions. However, as always, save your questions to the end, and I will be more than happy to answer any questions that you might have. All right, here we go. So, like I said, we're going to be doing Tiki today. Tiki is something that I'm extremely into. I posted a picture not too long ago about my small Tiki collection, Tiki mug collection that I have. All of those mugs are pretty much acquired all over the United States. There's great Tiki bars scattered throughout the United States, and as I visited them, and there was some limited release mugs that they had, or just a really cool mug in general that I liked, then I would buy it and bring it home. So you're looking at, my collection's probably 5 years of traveling and collecting Tiki mugs, so a lot of fun. As you can see tonight, very limited ingredients that are going into this particular Tiki drink, which is good news because Tiki tends to be a little bit complex. A lot of the syrups, different rum blends, multiple fruit juices that go into Tiki can get a little bit daunting. And so I'm going to share a couple tips with you guys tonight on that and how to balance that out. But I'm going to start you guys out with a very entry-level Tiki, one that you just have pineapple juice, lime juice, simple syrup, Campari, and then a dark rum. And if you notice, the little spin that I got tonight is I'm actually using a barrel rum. So this is an overproof rum. This is a Jamaican pot still rum, and so it's a dark rum. It was aged in bourbon barrels. However, I'm not entirely sure what's going to do to the flavor of the drink. I've never actually used barrel rum in a cocktail, so I'm going to see how it works in the Jungle Bird tonight. So you'll be the first to see my reaction on that. All right. Get started. So when it comes to Tiki, fresh juice is always the best juice to use in a cocktail, but pineapple is probably one of the main ingredients. I don't always use fresh pineapple because, one, it's super hard to get pineapple juice out of a pineapple. It's a lot of work for just not a lot of yield, whereas if you buy these little cans, they last forever. So we're going to start right into it. I'm going to need 4 ounces of pineapple juice. So got 3 right there. 1 more ounce of pineapple juice. Got that in there. Move on to the lime, and I'm gonna need 1/2 ounce of lime. So get my lime. So when it comes to tiki, kind of the unfortunate part of tiki is that it tends to be a little bit more mysterious. So sharing cocktail recipes in tiki is not something that is commonplace. That being said, there are some resources out there that have done a great job sort of compiling the history of tiki and a lot of the classic tiki recipes, as well as some of the modern ones. One in particular is an app that you can get for your iPhone. It's called Total Tiki. So that app is actually $9.99, but that app is amazing. It's called Total Tiki. So if you look it up in the App Store, $10, but it is worth $10 if you want to get into tiki, and I'll tell you why. So we're doing 1/2 ounce of simple. It actually allows you to build your ingredients list. So you can look in there and start logging the different rums that you have, the different juices, the different syrups that you have, and it will actually automatically tell you which tiki cocktails you can make. Or it'll also tell you which tiki cocktails you're only missing 1 to 2 ingredients in. So it becomes a very good way of organizing sort of your library of spirits for tiki and also your syrups for tiki that you need. So it's just a great app to be able to use. So we have 4 ounces of pineapple juice. We have 1/2 ounce of lime juice, 1/2 ounce of simple syrup. Now we're gonna move on to our booze. So Campari is going to be sort of the highlight in this Jungle Bird. It doesn't taste the same unless you're using this in particular, and it's gonna call for 3/4 of an ounce. This just has sort of like an orangey, bitter taste to it that shines through and really complements citrus juice. And then last, we're gonna put 1.5 ounces of the barrel rum. And like I said, I've never actually made a tiki drink with this or a cocktail in general. So I'm really curious to see sort of how those bourbon notes from it being aged in the bourbon cask come out potentially in this particular cocktail. All right, another resource that you guys can go look into is just regular old cocktail books. So one of my favorite tiki cocktail books is this one that's been put out by Smuggler's Cove. Smuggler's Cove is a local tiki bar out in San Francisco near me. I've had the pleasure of being there a couple times. It gets super crazy on the weekends, but it's just an amazing spot. They do a lot of great stuff with their classic tiki drink, and they have a lot of modern ones, but I'll show you something, brag a little bit. So this is their book, and then this is actually the tiki mug that I'll be using tonight. So I was fortunate enough to go when they released the book. They did another limited run of kind of their signature tiki mug. And this is one of my favorite tiki mugs that I have, actually. I think it's just so cool. The detail that went into this mug, just absolutely incredible. All right, so now that we have our drink, 4 ounces of pineapple, 1/2 ounce lime, 1/2 ounce simple, 3/4 ounce Campari, and 1.5 ounces of rum, we are going to shake and dump. So with shake and dump, it's just that. You're gonna add your ice to your cocktail that you're building, and after you shake it, you're gonna dump all of the ice and the cocktail into the actual glass that you're using. So I'll move this aside. So the Jungle Bird was actually, I think this tiki drink is from 1978. So that's about as far back as this one goes. There we go. Nice and cold. One thing about when you use pineapple juice is that when you shake it, it tends to get very frothy, and you'll see it when it's coming out. We'll get that right to the top, just perfect. And we got a little garnish here. We got a little orange with a couple cherries, and then we'll give it a straw. And there you have it, Jungle Bird. All right. Oh, yes. Yes. That overproof rum. Oh man, that's coming through. And what I'm getting is there's a bitterness from the Campari, but I'm getting the oak notes from the barrel rum, from being aged in those bourbon barrels. And it is actually complementing each other very nicely. Wow. Think of it like it has sort of a bitter orange flavor finish that just turns into oak, like boom, a little bit of oak flavor at the end. Oh man, that's freaking delicious. That's fantastic. All right, let me grab you, answer any questions that you might have. Woo! All right, this was a quick one. We're doing a Jungle Bird tonight. It's a great tiki drink, super simple. All right, talk about the history of pineapple juice. I don't know, I'll have to look it up. Tiki bar hopper, I did, man. I loved going to tiki bars. They're dangerous though. You get 2 or 3 drinks in and man. Signature Tim juicer flip. What is that? Did I toss the lime up? I have squeezed juice out of a pineapple. Hey, Suburban Dad, thanks for joining, man. So we made a Jungle Bird tonight. And the Jungle Bird consists of Jamaican rum, so a dark Jamaican rum. Typically, I would use, instead of that rum that I used tonight, I would use Appleton 12 year. So Appleton 12 year was my go-to rum for this drink. Yeah, it was a good pour. That thing went right to the top. David, you're gonna have to come over and have some cocktails soon. You know what? There's a lot of people that are probably gonna get pulled into the tiki world. No, Tyler, make a Jungle Bird with that rum sample that I sent you, and if you need another one, I'll send it to you because that barrel rum just absolutely is delicious. Oh, and I flipped the juicer open. Oh, my hand juicer? Do I flip it open a certain way? I don't even think about it anymore. Bourbon Finder, can you use Havana Añejo? Yeah, sure, you could. I don't know what it would taste like, but man, yeah, that'd be good. You guys are hilarious. So yeah, so let me get you a picture. So there we have the Jungle Bird. So we have, once again, 1.5 ounces of dark rum, 3/4 ounce of Campari, 1/2 ounce of simple syrup. And I used a Turbinado simple syrup, same one I used last week. And then 4 ounces of pineapple juice. I just used canned pineapple juice. And then 1/2 ounce of lime. Shake and dump, meaning that you don't even have to strain it or do anything. Dump all the ice, everything into your tiki mug. Are there different types of flavors of Campari? No, Campari is Campari. The alternative to Campari, if you're in a pinch, you could use Aperol. So you could do this instead. It has a little bit of a different taste to it, but it will work in a pinch. But Campari definitely has a unique flavor to it. I'm dead serious. So this barrel rum, so I'm absolutely in love with this rum. As you can see, it's about halfway gone already. But I mean, they put out an incredible batch. I mean, the fact that this thing is like pushing 70%, you know, aged 7 years, it's delicious. I actually had to track down another bottle of this and have one of my buddies in Chicago send it to me. Step up my garnish game. What? You don't like my orange slice? It fell a little flat. Let me push it together. Here, we can do something like this. How about, you want to add a giraffe to it? Yeah. And maybe seahorse. Do a giraffe and a seahorse. Is that better? Chris, maybe one of these days. Yeah, I'll turn it on and then I'll have like a lineup of sour beers. Postman 1968, thanks for joining, man. Yeah, my garnish game is getting a little aggressive there. So when you go to tiki bars and you buy a tiki mug, they always throw goodies in for you. So make sure you ask them for the cocktail stirrers that they put in there. They'll kick you down umbrellas. They'll even give you some straws if you ask them. They're super cool about it. This particular giraffe's from Longman and Eagle, or not Longman and Eagle, Longitude, sorry. Longitude's out in Oakland, California. It's a great little tiki spot, and they have amazing rum selection. And then this is from 3 Dots and a Dash, sort of a famous cocktail spot out in Chicago. And I think I have a few more in there, but I'll dig them out for another time. All right, there's no other questions. I got a tiki drink to drink. Longitude closed? It's not closed. I follow them on Instagram. They were just posting last week, unless it was super recent. Tiki cocktail in West Virginia when you're in the bar. Good luck with that, man. And yes, it does taste better in a tiki cup. But this is a cocktail where it has a nice color to it. So if you put it into just a regular glass, it's going to be fine. Man, Jeremy, I didn't know. That's a bummer. That's a big bummer. You know what? I think I know what you're talking about, because they had a big hoorah, and I think they had a open night, and everyone came down. Now that I think of it, shoot, I missed that one. But yeah, so a little tip for you guys, or a little fact, is that a lot of the reason that they put tiki drinks into these crazy ornate tiki mugs is because you're using a lot of darker syrups and darker rums, and so they come out looking like mud. They don't look very appetizing in a clear glass. So they sort of mask that by putting it into a cocktail or a tiki mug so you can't see it. But this one, because it's using Campari, it has a nice orange golden hue to it. It looks really good. All right, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna try the new feature tonight, see if I can save this live video. As always, I appreciate everyone joining. Thank you very much. It was a lot of fun showing how to do quick and easy cocktails. Jungle Bird, look it up. Total Tiki is an app you can get, $9.99. Yeah, it's not my app. I'm promoting it because it's just a great app. So thanks for joining. I'll see you guys next week.